Good morning, dear children. Today in maths we will do lesson number 9, halves and quarters. Very good morning to all my dear students of standard 4th. I hope everyone is fine and you all are eagerly waiting to come to school. We also are eagerly waiting for you, my dear children. But till then, we have to continue our studies like this only. So today in maths, we are going to start a new lesson. That is your lesson number 9. And the name of the lesson is halves and quarters. Now, first of all, open your textbooks on page number 94 and write today's date and classwork. Today is 15/2/2021 and classwork. Halves and quarters. What is the meaning of halves? First, we'll know that. Halves means when anything is divided into two equal parts, it is called as halves. And when anything is divided into four equal parts, it is called as quarters. Halves means half equally into two parts, and quarters means four equal parts, or 1/4 of the total is called as the quarters. So let's take a look at the story that is given here. Mintu cat and Motu cats were friends. Once they stole a chapati from the Malini's kitchen. I will take it, said Mintu. No, I will take it, said Motu. While they were quarreling, there came T2, the monkey. Hi, what is the problem? Why you are quarreling? He asked. We don't know how to divide this chapati between us. The cat said, okay, don't worry, I will divide the chapati equally for both of you, he said. Clever T2 divided the chapati like this. Now you can see that he has divided the chapatis into two parts. The two cats, Motu and Mintu, and they were fighting. Once they stole a chapati or a roti from the Malini's kitchen, and then they were fighting for that who is going to eat this chapati. Actually, they wanted to divide them between the two, but they were not knowing how to divide the chapati between the two equally. And by the time a monkey named T2 was going from there, so he asked that why you both are fighting. So they told that we have this chapati, but we don't know how to divide this between us. So he said, don't worry, I'll divide the chapati. Now this is the way how he has divided. This part is bigger and this part is smaller, as you can see. So that means he has not equally divided the chapati. So this is the way he has divided. These are not equal. The left part is bigger, Mintu said, and Montu said, oh, no problem, I will make it equal. तो दोनों cats ने क्या बोला कि the way you have divided the chapati, it is not into two equal parts. One side is bigger and the other side is smaller. So what did the monkey say? Don't worry, I'll make it equal. T2 said, and he then cut a part of the left piece and ate it. अब उसने क्या किया? Now he was clever monkey. So what did he do? From the big chapati, he cut a small piece and that he ate it. Now is it equal? Oh, now the right is bigger. The cats cried. I'm sorry. अब क्या हुआ? अब उसमें देखिए लेफ्ट पार्ट में से उसने रिमूव कर दिया, इसलिए जो राइट पार्ट था वो बड़ा हो गया. तो both the cats said, now the right part is bigger. Said the T2 said, oh, sorry. He cut a part from the bigger piece and ate it. Now, what did he do? From this bigger piece, again, he cut one piece and then he ate it. Now, because he was a clever monkey, so this is the way he ate both the whole chapati. There was only a small piece remaining. He said, this is my share of work. T2 then quickly ate the last piece and climbed on the tree. Now this way he kept on dividing, and then what happened? There was a last piece that was left. So he said that because I have worked so hard, so this piece belongs to me because of my this is the price for the work I have done. So he ate the whole chapati like this, one piece bigger, one piece smaller करते करते दोनों piece को equal करते करते उसने पूरी चपाती खुद ही खा ली. So now half. This is your page number 95. Half. If the cats ask you to divide the chapatis equally, how will you divide it? Now, if the cats ask you how you are going to divide this chapati into two equal parts, this is the whole chapati, divide it into two equal parts, this is the way. If you don't cheat like T2, the cats will have these parts. अगर T2 जो था वो चालाक था, वो clever था, because he wanted to eat the chapati, so he divided the chapati like that, one piece smaller and one piece bigger, because he knew that both the pieces are not equal, so the cats are not going to agree to eat. So this way he ate the whole chapati. But if we are not going to cheat like T2 did to the cats, then we will divide the chapatis like this into two equal parts. This is the whole chapati, this is called as the whole, and these are the two parts of the chapatis. Now each part is called as one half. हर पार्ट को हम क्या बोलेंगे? हाफ पार्ट. दिस इज द हाफ पार्ट एंड दिस इज द सेकेंड हाफ पार्ट. देयर आर टू हाफ पार्ट्स ऑफ दिस वन होल बिकॉज वी हैव डिवाइडेड इट इनटू टू इक्वल पार्ट्स. हमने इसको दो इक्वल पार्ट्स में डिवाइड किया है, इसलिए हर पार्ट जो है वो पूरे का होल का कैसा होगा? हाफ पार्ट होगा. और हाफ को हम कैसे लिख सकते हैं? 1/2. 1 इज होल, 1 जो है वो पूरा होल है, और उसका हाफ मतलब उसके divide by 2. So we will write it like this. This is your 1, this is your whole, so this is your 1, and these are the two half parts. तो क्या होगा? 1/2 या 1/2 ऐसा भी बोल सकते हैं. So each part is 1/2, मतलब एक का आधा है. दो पार्ट्स हैं, इसे divide by 2. अगर 4 पार्ट्स होंगे तो divide by 4. So these are called as the halves. हम इनको क्या बोलते हैं? We call them as the halves. Now next is half of half. What do you mean by that half of half? अभी तो ये half तक हमने किया, एक whole है और ये half है. Next is half of half, मतलब आधे का भी आधा. If more cats come for food, how will you divide the chapati equally for the 4 cats? Now here the 2 cats were there, so we divided equally into 2 parts. But if 2 more cats come, then total number of cats will be 4. So how we are going to divide this chapati into 2 of 4 cats? Each of us will get quarter of the chapati. You are good divider. That means there are 4 cats are there. Now this we will divide it into 4 equal parts. This is the 1, 2, 3 and 4. All the parts you can see are equally divided. So all the 4 cats will get the quarter. Now this part, this much part is called as the quarter of the whole. ये पूरा whole है और उसका quarter यानी कि 1/4 ये इतना है. Now this I will show you in the paper how we are going to make half and how we are going to make the quarter. I have got this whole paper. Now first of all I'll show you how to divide this paper into 2 equal parts, that is into 2 halves. Either you can fold the paper like this and then you can divide this paper into 2 equal halves. या तो हम पेपर को इस तरीके से फोल्ड करेंगे और ये पार्ट ये दोनों पार्ट कैसे हुए? 2 पार्ट्स हो गए. You can see the line in between. This is the line that is divided. This is the one part and this is the second part. तो ये दो पार्ट जो हो गए वो 2 equal halves हो गए. और एक तरीका और भी है, you can divide this paper like this. This way also you can divide the paper into 2 equal halves. This is also the way to divide the paper into 2 equal halves. So the one half is this and other half is this. So this way you can divide the paper into 2 parts. Now ये जो दो parts हुए, this part and this part, this is the line that is dividing. If we cut it, it will become 2 equal parts. So this is the first part and this is the second part. Both the parts are equal. This paper is whole and this part is 1/2 and this part is also 1/2. Because both the parts are equal, that is why we will say 1/2 and 1/2 or half part. Now suppose we want to divide this into 4 equal parts. That means we are now going to divide this half again into half. अब इसका half का भी अगर हम half, ये half हो गया, अब हम इसका वापस half करते हैं. तो हम इस तरीके से इसको fold करेंगे पेपर को. और अब जो parts हो गए, this part, this one part, ऐसे कितने folds हैं? 1, 2, 3 and 4 folds are there. You can see this 4 folds are there. 1, 2, 3 and 4 folds हो गए. Now each fold, ये जो एक fold है, this you can see this fold, this entire fold is called as the quarter. इतना जो है पूरे पेज का ये जो fold है, this one fold is called as the quarter. इसको हम quarter बोलते हैं. और 1/4, either we say 1/4 or 1/4 part of the whole or the quarter of the whole, or quarter part means 1/4. तो ये जो part हुआ वो 1/4. So that means if I'll open the page, then how many quarters have been made? You can see the line 1, 2, 3 and 4 quarters have been made from this whole page. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So 4 quarters have been made in this. So each part is called as this one. Each part from here to here is called as the quarter. यहाँ से आप देखेंगे this is the center point. This one part is quarter. This is second quarter, third quarter and fourth quarter. So this part, this is called as the quarter and this is a whole. 4 quarters make one whole. 1 upon 4, 1 upon 4, 1 upon 4 plus 1 upon 4, that is 4 upon 4 will make one whole. So now, dear children, I think you have understood what is quarter and what is half. Now, half of many pieces. Rani got a chocolate. She divided equally and gave half to Reena. Circle the portion that Reena got. Now you can see how many pieces of chocolate are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 6 pieces are there and she divided equally into 2 parts. That means 3 pieces of Reena and 3 pieces of Rani. So 1 3 piece you are going to circle that Reena is going to get. This is the portion Reena will get and this is the portion that is going to Rani. So 1, 2, 3 pieces like this to Reena. Now we move on to page number 96. Here the question is, how many pieces of chocolate are there? 6 pieces of chocolate are there as we counted. How many pieces were left with Rani? 3 pieces of chocolates were left with Rani because she had given 3 pieces to Reena. So she was left with only 3 pieces. Half a chocolate is tasty as whole chocolate. So half the chocolate is tasty, मतलब chocolate तो वैसे भी half या full it's tasty only, always well cut. Now next is your many shapes from a half sheet. So if the half sheet is there, you can cut into many different shapes. Take a piece of paper, cut the sheet into 2 equal triangles as shown, that each triangle is equal to half of the sheet. We have to take any sheet and then we have to cut it into triangles. We have to cut 2 triangles that and in such a way that triangle is equal to half of the sheet. जो भी sheet का जो measurement लिया है उसका half जो होगा वो एक triangle होगा और दूसरा half दूसरा triangle होगा. इस तरीके से हमको sheet को triangle में cut करना है as it is shown here. 1 triangle this way and 1 triangle this way. 2 triangles have been cut. Now draw different shapes using these triangles. One such shape has been shown here. Now we have to make the different triangles and cut it into different ways. We have to draw the different shapes, then how many different ways the triangle can be cut, and then you have to color this also with the different shades. यहाँ पर मैंने color नहीं किया है, लेकिन हर triangle को एक में से जो आप 2 triangles बनाएंगे, each triangle you have to color it with 2 different colors so that you can identify that this is the first triangle, this is the second triangle as it is done here. The first triangle is colored in red and the second one is green. So you can use any 2 different colors. In each of these the colors has to be different. सारे ट्राइंगल्स में आप जो अलग अलग ही कलर करेंगे, जैसे ये 2 में अलग कलर करेंगे, इन 2 में अलग करेंगे, इन 2 में अलग करेंगे और इसमें भी. इस तरीके से सारे ट्राइंगल्स में आप 2 कलर्स करेंगे बट सारे कलर्स डिफरेंट यूज़ करेंगे. सो दिस इज़ द वे आई हैव ड्रॉन एंड शोन यू हाउ द ट्राइंगल्स कैन बी cut from a sheet in such a way that it is half the sheet. जो triangle 1 triangle बनेगा वो sheet का half होगा and color it nicely. Now next is many ways to cut into half. So there are many different ways in which you can cut it into half. I have made a rectangle into 2 equal parts like this. Now this is the rectangle which has been cut into a design like this, but it has been cut into 2 equal parts. Each part is half. We write it as 1 upon 2. Now dear children, this is very important that we half, each part is half. Half को हम कैसे लिखते हैं? Half is written as 1 upon 2. It means 1 part out of 2. 1 part out of 2 equal parts. Always remember that when we write 1 upon 2, 1 upon 3, 1 upon 5, that means from the whole, that is 1 part out of the whole 6. If we write 1 upon 6, then 1 upon 6 means out of whole 6 parts. Out of whole 6 equal parts, that is 1 part out of 6 parts. Then so it means that 1 part out of 2, you can check it, these parts are equal. They try keeping on the top of the other. Now how will you check that whether the two parts are equal? This way, because this is the pattern that has been drawn to cut it into two equal parts. When you will put the one part on the top of the other, you will know that these are the two equal parts. अगर equal नहीं होंगे तो एक के ऊपर अगर एक हम one on the top of other if we will place, then it will not fit properly. If it fits properly, then that means it is equal. If it doesn't, then it is not. Move on to page number 97. In how many different ways can you cut a rectangle into half? Draw 5 different ways. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 rectangles are there. We have to cut these rectangles into two equal parts in such a way that both the parts are same. In how many different ways we can cut the rectangle into two equal halves? One is this way, other is this way, one is this way and this way. So all the 5 different ways have been shown here. Now you can check this by keeping it one. If you cut it and keep one on the top of the other, मतलब अगर हम इसको दो हिस्सों में डिवाइड करते हैं तो एक पार्ट के ऊपर दूसरा पार्ट अगर रखेंगे और वो एक्जैक्टली फिट होता है उसके ऊपर, दैट मीन्स द टू पार्ट्स आर इक्वल. अगर फिट नहीं हुआ इसका मतलब दोनों पार्ट्स में इक्वल नहीं है. Many ways to make quarters. Now different ways to make the quarters. I make 4 parts like this. Each part is a quarter and each part is a quarter and we write it as 1 upon 4. It means one part out of the 4. You can see these are the two squares. जो है दो squares है, इसको ऐसे divide किया हुआ है 1, 2, 3 and 4 parts में है. ये पूरा rectangle है, sorry not square, but this is a whole rectangle which has been divided into 4 equal parts like this. 1 upon 4, 1 upon 4, 1 upon 4 and 1 upon 4. So this 1 upon 4 means then one part out of the 4 equal parts. 1 upon 4 एक ही पार्ट जो है 4 पार्ट्स में से one part रिप्रेजेंट करता है out of the 4 equal parts. Always remember the parts are equal. Now in how many different ways you can cut a rectangle into 4 equal parts? Draw 5 different ways. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 different ways have been shown. If you wish you can color it with different colors. आप different colors से इसको color भी कर सकते हैं, but please use the lighter color so that you can see that how you have done it. Can you check if they are equal or not? So as I told you, cut each into 4 equal parts and place it one on the top of the other. You will come to know that. Moving on to page number 98 now. Cutting the cake. Rajni's father bought a cake. She divided the cake into 4 equal parts for herself, her brother Raju, her father and her mother. Now you can see this is a girl Rajni, उसके father, mother और उसका भाई है. उसके पापा एक केक लेकर आए जिसको रजनी ने 4 equal parts में divide किया for herself, father, mother and her brother. Now color each share with different colors. Now you can see this is the cake. I have divided this cake into 4 equal parts and each part I have colored it differently. हर part को हमने अलग अलग color से specify किया है to specify that each part belongs to one person. There are 4 persons and 4 parts are there. So this each part is the quarter. Now how much does each get? सबको कितना मिलेगा? 1 upon 4. This is 1 upon 4, this is 1 upon 4, this is 1 upon 4 and this is 1 upon 4. So 1 upon 4 of the cake. मतलब total cake का 1 upon 4 सबको मिलेगा. Mother gave her share of cake to Rajni. Now color the total part that Rajni will get. रजनी को ऑलरेडी 1 upon 4 मिला हुआ था. अब सपोज दिस इज रजनी शेयर और ये उसकी मम्मी का शेयर था, तो उसकी मम्मी ने भी रजनी को उसका शेयर दे दिया. तो रजनी को कितने शेयर्स हो गए? 1 upon 4 एंड 1 upon 4. दैट मीन्स हाफ केक जो है वो रजनी को मिल गया. ये 1 upon 4 उसका और ये 1 upon 4 उसकी मम्मी का. दैट मीन्स 1 upon 4 प्लस 1 upon 4 इज इक्वल टू 1 + 1 2. 2 upon 4 इज इक्वल टू 2 1 = 2 and 2 2 = 4. दैट मीन्स हाफ हो गया. हाफ केक रजनी को मिल गया. आउट ऑफ 4 parts Rajni will get 2 parts which is equal to half the cake. So we will write it as 2 upon 4 or 1 upon 2. Before Rajni's mother gave her share to Rajni, she has only half of the cake which is 1/4 of the total. मतलब उससे पहले जब रजनी को उसकी मम्मी ने केक नहीं दिया था तब तक रजनी के पास कितना था? 1/4 केक था. हाफ का हाफ था. Color the share Raju has got. Raju के पास कितना share है? Raju के पास 1/4 share है, तो we have colored like this. How much of the cake to Rajni and Raju together get? Color the total share. Rajni का 2 parts और Raju का 1 part. That means total 3 parts of cake जो है वो Rajni और Raju के share में आया. So 3 parts I have colored like this. Together they are 3 parts out of 4. तो कितने parts हुए? 1, 2 और 3, और 4 total parts में से 1, 2 और 3 part जो है वो ये हो गए. तो we write them as 3/4. How do we write it? 3/4. ऊपर जो है fraction लिखेंगे जितने colored है, और नीचे total number of parts. Total number of parts of this cake are 4, and total number of parts that are given to Rajni and Raju is 3. So what is the fraction of cake given to Rajni and Raju? That is 3/4. 3 and upon total number of parts. Now next is your new heading, that is Greedy Kundan. Next is your Greedy Kundan, which is on page number 99. Kundan is a greedy man. When he goes to the market, he wants to get more and more but doesn't want to spend much money. Now here we are talking about a man who is very greedy and he wants more out of less money, spending less money. One day he wants to eat pumpkin halwa, sweet dish. He tries to buy a big pumpkin with only 10 rupees. He asked the first pumpkin seller the price of the big pumpkins. Now एक दिन उसको जो था कुंदन को जो pumpkin का हलवा एक स्वीट खानी थी, इसलिए वो pumpkin खरीदने बाजार गया, और उसको only 10 rupees में he wanted to buy a big pumpkin. So he first asked the price of the big pumpkin to the first pumpkin seller. First pumpkin seller said 1/4 of this pumpkin is for rupees 10. That means 1/4 part of the whole pumpkin you will get for rupees 10 only. You will get 1/4 pumpkin only. Therefore, the full price of pumpkin will be 1/4 for rupees 10. Then 1 will be 10 into 4, that is 40 rupees. Whole pumpkin का price कितना हुआ? rupees 40. 1/4 का 10, तो 1 का 10 into 4, that is 40 rupees. Kundan, for 10 rupees you should give me half of the pumpkin. So what did the Kundan said to the pumpkin seller? That for 10 rupees at least you should give me half the pumpkin. You can see this is a pumpkin, is a type of big vegetable जिसको कद्दू बोलते हैं हिंदी में, और अंदर से थोड़ा येलोइश होता है और इसकी सब्जी बनाई जाती है. कुंदन, first pumpkin seller, then you go to the next seller, he will give you half of such a big pumpkin for rupees 10. I keep only good quality pumpkins. The first pumpkin seller then said that I am not going to give you half pumpkin for 10 rupees. You go to the next one because I keep good quality pumpkins, so I am not going to give you half. Now you can see this part is 1/4 part of the whole pumpkin. This is the whole pumpkin, and this part that you can see which is lying here, or the gap that you can see, the cutted portion that you can see here, this is the 1/4 part of the pumpkin that is shown here. Kundan walks to the next seller and looks for the pumpkin of the same size. Kundan, how much of this pumpkin will I get for rupees 10? Now Kundan went to the next seller and he asked that for 10 rupees how much pumpkin you are going to give me. Second pumpkin seller said half. तो second pumpkin seller ने क्या कहा? First ने तो 1/4 कहा और second ने कहा मैं half pumpkin आपको दूंगा 10 rupees में. The full pumpkin will cost, for half it is 10 rupees. तो cost of full pumpkin will be 2 into 10, that is 20 rupees. मतलब 20 rupees जो cost है full pumpkin का होगा. Moving on to next page, that is your page number 100. Kundan, why not give me 3/4? Second pumpkin seller said, run away, go and get your pumpkin from the man. That man, he sells bad vegetables that will be even give you a full pumpkin of this size for rupees 10. Then the second pumpkin seller said, then Kundan said to the second pumpkin seller that at least you should give me 3/4 of the pumpkin in rupees 10. First he wanted half pumpkin in rupees 10. Now he wanted 3/4 of pumpkin in rupees 10. So the second pumpkin seller said that you go to that person who is selling bad vegetables and he will give you full pumpkin for rupees 10. The greedy Kundan walks to the next pumpkin seller. He looks at the pumpkin of the same size and asks him the price. You will give this big pumpkin for rupees 10. Third pumpkin seller, why don't you climb the roof of that house? You will get the pumpkin free from the plant itself. Then the third pumpkin seller said that if you, it's better you climb the roof and you get the pumpkin from that. From the plant itself you will get free. You don't have to give any money if you take it directly from the plant. Kundan is very happy. He climbs the roof of that house and then he falls down. You can see that he is trying to get the pumpkin from the roof and he falls down. So greedy man never gets anything because he is greedy. He couldn't get the pumpkin and on the contrary he fall down and got hurt. Now here, using a price list. This is the price list of the vegetables that is given here. This is your items: tomato, potato, onion, carrot and pumpkin, and the price per kg, मतलब 1 kg जो vegetables हैं यहाँ पर लिखे हुए उनका प्राइस दिया हुआ है. Tomato costs rupees 8 per kg, potato 12 per kg, onion 10 rupees per kg and carrot 16 rupees per kg and pumpkin is 4 rupees per kg. This is the cost or the price of the vegetables for 1 kg. 1 kg की प्राइस यहाँ पर दी हुई है. Now how much does the half kgs of tomatoes cost? What is the cost of tomatoes? 8 rupees. So half में कितना होगा? 8 divided by 2, that is 4 rupees will be the cost of half kgs tomatoes. Which will cost more? हाफ kgs of onions और हाफ kgs of carrot. तो कौन जो है वो ज़्यादा जो है आपको आप कौन सी चीज़ ज़्यादा महंगी होगी, ऑनियंस या कैरेट्स? दो में से कौन सी चीज़ महंगी होगी? ऑनियंस का कॉस्ट है 10 रुपीज़ फॉर 1 kg. तो हाफ kg ऑफ ऑनियन विल बी 10 डिवाइडेड बाई 2, दैट इज़ 5. और कैरेट्स का कॉस्ट है 16 रुपीज़. 16 divided by 2, that is equal to 8 rupees. That means the carrots will cost more. Carrot का cost कितना होगा? 8 rupees ज़्यादा होगा. Now cost of onion is rupees 10. So half kg onion will be 10 divided by 2 is equal to 5. And cost of carrot is, this is 1/4 kg of carrot. 1/4 kg of carrot you have to buy. So 16 divided by 4 will be equal to 4 rupees. यहाँ पे जो carrots है वो 1/4 kg ही लेना है. That means 16 divided by 2 is equal to 16 divided by 4 is equal to 4. That means the 4 rupees will be the cost of carrot. So onions will be costlier than the carrots. What is the price of 3/4 kgs of potatoes? 3/4 kgs of potato multiply by the cost of 1 kg potato, that is 3 3s and 9. Or 36 divided by 4, that is equal to 9 rupees will be the cost of 3/4 kgs of potatoes. Now Kirti is going for shopping. She has rupees 20 with her. Can she buy all the things in her shopping bag list? Now here you can see this is the cost of potato, that is half kg potato she has to buy. That will be 12 divided by 2 is 6 rupees. Pumpkin का cost कितना है? 8 rupees. 4 rupees है तो 4 2s are 8. 2 kgs of pumpkin she has to buy. So 8 rupees will be the cost of pumpkin. 4 multiplied by 2. And carrots कितना लेना है? उसको half kg carrot लेना है तो half kg carrot will cost rupees 8. So she will not be able to buy the things because the total cost will be 6 plus 8 14. 14 plus 8, that is 22. So the total cost will come out to 22 and she has got only 20 rupees. So she will not be able to buy it. Here the cost of she has to buy 1/4 kg of carrots only. So it will be only 4 rupees for the carrots. The total will be 18 rupees. She can buy the vegetables for rupees 18 because she has got 20 rupees. Now we move on to page number 101. Here this is your practice time. This is very simple. You can see one part is shaded and one part is plain. So you have to just write what is the part of the whole of the colored. ये जो colored part है वो पूरे part का कितना है that you have to write. You can see that in this it is divided into two part. One part is colored and one part is whole. Total two parts are there and one part is colored. So the colored part is 1/2. Same way here you can see 1, 2, 3 and 4 parts are there. Out of the 4 parts, 2 parts are colored and 2 parts are plain. Total parts are 4 and colored parts are 2. So the fraction of colored part is 2/4 parts. Now here color the parts of the shape which is written below. यहाँ पर हमको दिया हुआ है उतने parts हमको color करने हैं. It is half part. 1, 2, 3 and 4 parts are there. और उसमें से half हमको अगर ऐसे देखें तो कोई भी half इस तरीके से भी half आप color कर सकते हैं, ऐसे भी half color कर सकते हैं. Anyway you can color it half. मतलब 2 parts आपको 4 के half मतलब 1, 2, 3, 4 parts है और 4 पार्ट्स है तो हमको इसका इस पूरे पिक्चर का हाफ पार्ट कलर करना है तो हमको 2 पार्ट इस पर कलर करने हैं. यहाँ पे 1/3/4 पार्ट्स हमको कलर करना है तो ये पार्ट हमको खाली रखना है. एंड दिस इज टोटल 3/4 पार्ट दैट वी हैव टू कलर. हियर ऑल्सो 3/4 पार्ट 1, 2, 3 and 4 पार्ट्स आर देयर. आउट ऑफ दिस 4 पार्ट्स 3 पार्ट्स जो है वो कलर करना है एंड 1 पार्ट वी हैव टू लीव एज इट इज बिकॉज हमको 3/4 पार्ट कलर करना है. तो 3/4 कितना हुआ 1, 2, 3 and 4 मतलब 3 पार्ट्स आउट ऑफ 4 parts we have to color. This is 1/4. Out of 4 parts we have to color 1 part. Here 3/4 part again out of ये जो है इसमें plain rectangle दिया हुआ था. I have drawn the lives and divided this into 4 parts. ये plain rectangle को मैंने इस तरीके से line draw करके 4 parts में divide किया और उसके बाद जो है ये 3 parts color करके किया है. Next is your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts are there और half color करना है. That means 3 parts you have to color. Now यहाँ पर आपको क्या करना है you have to draw the line to cut it into 2 equal parts. यहाँ से आप एक लाइन ड्रॉ करेंगे बीच में इसको कट करने के लिए, यहाँ पर कट करने के लिए इस तरीके से ये स्टार को पंपकिन को बीच में से. देन बस 3 ही इसमें चीज़ें हैं जो आपको कलर करनी हैं. तो अप टू पेज नंबर 101 टुडे वी विल फिनिश. ऑन द नेक्स्ट टर्न वी विल कंटिन्यू विद द रिमेनिंग पार्ट ऑफ द लेसन. टिल देन बाय बाय एंड हैव अ नाइस डे.